We got an electronics company makes educational apps for 5 subjects. Of course, it's not letting me write. Okay, so it makes it for 5 subjects, including math. So I'm going to underline my important facts. The app has 10 different versions with a different avatar in each version. One version has an avatar that looks similar to a lion. So then all the other versions might have different animals, different avatars. The company is randomly giving free apps to its customers. Find the probability of randomly receiving a math app with a lion avatar. Okay? And then we need to answer another question there at the end. So first of all, how can we figure out how many total outcomes we have? What do you think, Emma?
If you have 5 subjects and you have 10 versions.
What should I do those? Good. I'm doing that fundamental accounting principle. So how many outcomes do I have total then?
50.
Thank you. I have 50. Okay.
50 avatars?
Okay, so 50 different combinations of me, so with all the different subjects and all of the different avatars I could have, right? So now it wants us to find the probability of randomly receiving an app with the lion avatar, and it's the math version. So first of all, how many of those subjects are going to be math?
1.
Just 1 out of those 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them can be math. And how many times could I pick a version with the lion?
1.
Just 1, right? Because we know they're all different.
So 1 times 1.
So 1 times 1.
1.
So what's my probability there?
So likely. No, I think.
First of all, it's just 1 over
50.
50.
So wouldn't it be likely as not?
Very good. First of all, Caden, can you give me this in a decimal? That's when we're finding the probability. Remember, we want all those answers.
0.02. So
200. Very good. Thank you. How do I turn that into a percent?
You would move the decimal over to the right twice, and you would get 2%.
Good. So, Caden, based on that now, 2%, what's my answer?
Unlikely.
Yeah, unlikely, right? Very unlikely. Maybe you even put very. Okay.
Half off if we didn't write unlikely.
Yes, I would say you definitely need a probability in your answer, so a fraction. Hopefully you did everything else. And then you also need unlikely on there. So add it in, remember, if you need to. And yeah, technically that would be like half of it.
That's the one problem I forgot.
All right, moving on.
Go down page 62.
Okay. So now I'm moving on to number 8, right? On the next slide. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. So number 8, again, I'm going to underline my important facts. So a sandwich shop offers 4 different meats and 2 different cheeses. Suppose the sandwich shop offers 24 different meat and cheese sandwiches. Okay? How many different breads does the sandwich shop use? Okay? So this one isn't asking us a probability like the last one. It's asking us to figure out something that's missing. Okay? So let's see. Brooklyn, you want to explain how we might set this up or what you were thinking?
I did 4 times 2.
Okay. So that we were trying to figure out our total outcomes, right? And then what'd you get?
8.
Huh?
8.
8. Good. Okay. But it's saying that there's 24 different meat and cheese sandwiches.
Wait.
Okay.
24 divided by 8.
So then, yeah, we needed to figure out what was missing, right?
So we have
Okay. So, what was missing is the bread, right? That's what's missing. So Brickley said, well, I got to 8. How do I get from 8 to 24? Okay, and so what did we do? Right, so you could do it a couple of different ways. You could divide 24 by 8 to get your answer, or maybe you just thought 8 times what can give me 24, right? So you might have thought about it both ways, but either way, your answer should be 3. Good. So it had 3 bread options or whatever.
Wait, so if we had to find the outcomes,
This one, what it did was it gave you 2 of the choices, and it told us the total outcomes. We had to figure out what else was missing. Okay.
so could we, if we had to find the outcomes, would it be okay if we did like, just a one sandwich with just all the meat and one sandwich with all the cheese? Would that count as an outcome?
I don't think so.
it's a meat and
Yeah.
cheese combo.
Yeah, and then we had to figure out the bread too because that was missing. Okay. So, yes. All right, let's move on. Number 9. A store offers 32 different T-shirt designs and 11 choices of color. Is this advertisement true? And explain. Okay. So, does it tell us our total outcomes?
No. Because you would have to multiply 32 and 11, and then that would be 352. Yeah, 352.
So you're saying if we take our 32 T-shirt designs and our 11 choices of color, what do you get?
352.
352. Right. Okay. So let's look at this advertisement. A T-shirt for every day of the year. How many days are in a year?
365.
365. So our answer is the store's advertisement true?
No.
No. So you need to have that. Something with no. Right? No. Because you needed to have your explanation just kind of like we showed our work here. So no, because 352 is less than 365. Something along those lines.
No, it's
You're thinking of a
365.
leap year?
No, 366.
I was going to say, yeah. Okay. Either way, maybe you worded it as no because there's more days in a year than 352. However you worded it, you just needed to explain it.
So
365 or 366. Yes. 365 is kind of the typical answer.
364. What is 364?
Well, you're on the right track. Did we do number 10?
No.
So we're skipping to number 11?
Yeah.
'Kay.
I got that one.
I think I did that one in class actually.
Did you?
Yeah. I think
Should I still do it?
I would just go to the answers. I think I got it started on it, but I didn't tell the final answer.
Okay. So, okay, yes, I remember talking about this one, but you had to finish it on your own. Had to identify the choices for events M and N that don't result in the same number of outcomes as the other two. So basically, you were picking the one that didn't match, right? That didn't go together. So here with 9 drinks and 8 desserts, how many outcomes do you have?
72.
Good. Oops, 72. Then the next one, 18 and 4.
72.
Okay. And then 10 and 8 is 8. Good. So which one does not have the same number? Which one? Good. So that would have been your answer that stands out, that doesn't result in the same number of outcomes. So you need to somehow mention the 10 groups and 8 activities. And explaining your reasoning, you would say something about the other 2 options having 72 outcomes, and then the last one having 80. Okay, so maybe you showed your work on that, but you want to explain there. Okay. Number 12. Marcus has a choice of a white, gray, or black shirt to wear with a choice of tan, black, brown, or denim pants. So a lot of different options there. Without calculating the number of outcomes, how many more outfits could he make if he buys a green shirt? And explain your reasoning. Okay, so it doesn't want us to sit here and calculate the number of outcomes. Okay, anybody want to offer an explanation? Brock? Was that a halfway you're thinking about answering? What do you think?
I don't know if I got it right, but I said 16 outcomes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did kind of break the rules and figure out your outcomes, right?
Yeah.
Because you said, well, there was 3 and there's 4 here, and so then you just added your 1 and figured it out, right? Rule breaker. Okay. So you're right on figuring out the outcomes, but it wants us to try to just think about it without coming up with the total outcomes. How many more outfits could he make?
4.
Who said that?
4.
Why do you say 4, Brookley?
Oh.
You have an explanation?
No, I don't.
Okay. I like where you're going. Emma, what do you think?
Because if you have 1 shirt and 4 different types of pants, it's 1.
Good. If I put a whole new shirt into this scenario, I have 4 other pants I can wear with it, right?
Yeah.
So I know for sure that I have at least 4 more outfits. That kind of makes sense?
How to explain that?
Okay. So you would explain, if you want to write the tree like I did, you can, but you would explain that you know that there'd be 4 more outfits because there's 4 pants. That make sense? Okay. So something along those lines. If that tree helps you understand a little bit better, okay, but you need to explain this in your own words so that you understand it. Okay, so I'm not going to write those.